Hey everyone, my name is Rahul, my partner is Anat, and this is our database design project. We made a COVID-19 tracker which is motivated by the spreading pandemic which has reached regions across the world. So this is our conceptual schema. We have person entity which is defined by basic demographic info, and they have to be one of infected, recovered, or dead. We have regions where outbreak occurs and where people and hospitals are located. We have fields such as percent infected, which is calculated based on the total population and number of people infected in that region, and risk level varies based on this field. So a person may visit a hospital, and by default, these two fields, discharge and result, are null because they change when the person recovers or dies. And when a person gets infected, a test is automatically made, and multiple tests can exist because a person can get infected or recover multiple times. So we're using MySQL, a relational database for the backend, and a command line interface run on Python script for our user interface. Now, the basic functionality of this app is to keep track of people infected by COVID-19, as well as hospital visits and basic insights on regions. So let me log in. I'm going to demonstrate some of the functionality. So this is the person table, and we're going to demonstrate the read functionality. So as you can see, the tables match up. Now let's do recovered. So there are more fields here for ease of reading by users. These are the fields from the parent table, but as you can see, they're the same entities by the ID. So now let's go back to statistics and let's do this. So we're going to see the people who are actively infected after a specific date, let's say 2020 March 5th, and let's run that script here. So as you can see, these match up. So now I'm going to demonstrate the create on a person. So we're going to insert a person tuple. And the reason why we don't have more tables here is because for tables like hospital visit and tests, those are automatically inserted into based on questions asked here. And for recovered and dead, those are sort of like an update of the status. So while we do insert on them, they're in the update section. So now let's enter some fields here. So let's say 1980. Let's say she was in. So I entered some nonsense regions, so it helps me by pulling up the regions. And because there are multiple instances of New York, I'm going to choose the one I want. So let's say, so this didn't work because you can be infected before your birth date, so we have a lot of validation like that. So now it has the option to admit Mary Jane to a hospital. Now before I do this, let me show you our person table again, and then infected because she'll admit there. And then pay attention to region because we're going to admit to New York, and right now there's 0% infected. We have hospital visits and tests, and you can pause the video to confirm. So let's admit. Oh, okay, we have to enter the hospital name first. Are you sure? Yes. So now the person was infected, and we can verify here. So Mary was inserted here. She's an infected. ID number 13. Region, now we have risk level 1 and more percent infected. And you can see that the person has been added here with this date. And again, the same date is used for the test, and you can see it's the same person.